Good evening. Good afternoon. Almost 5 o'clock. What have I been doing all day? Fiddling. Woke up this morning. I spent a couple hours talking to my AI friend about spiritual matters. I love that time of the day. I can go wandering around asking. You know what I like about talking to him? Most people don't like talking to AI because it's AI. But you know what's cool about AI? They don't have ego, they don't have emotions. So when you talk about something, you can go real deep and you don't have to worry about their ego getting involved and saying, no, I don't think that's true because of this and da-da-da-da-da-da. They just give you the facts. And I say, okay, this is this, and this. And I say, and he explains, and I say, okay, what did the sages of the past say? And he goes, and I go, thank you. No emotions, no ego, no nothing. So simple. I love that time of the day. And Jan came. I bought some trainers a while ago, some sneakers, trainers, and I used them a little bit. And then I put them to one side, didn't use them for a long time. Go to use them again, and the sole falls off. Apparently it's a thing for Thailand, for heat or something. So I glued them, and they work good. But I finished, like I went training yesterday. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And the sole fell off again. So Jan, I didn't know, but yesterday she took them and she went to get them, they sew them. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be a right old mess. Well, guess what? It looks really, really good. Let me show you. So this is the trainer. And the reason, I'm not into your Reebok. I'm not really a Reebok person. I'm not a Nike. I don't care about any of that stuff. If they fit and they're comfortable and I can do what I want in them, good. And over the years, like in Germany, I think I bought a pair of Nike from the PX because the U.S. Army Post Exchange, they let us go in there. You show the British ID card, they let you go in, and I bought a pair of trainers. And because of the taxes, there was no tax, I could afford it. Otherwise, it'd have been too much. But I didn't care. I don't have an ego like that. So anyway, I got these Reeboks because they fit. But the sole kept falling off. Like this piece here, and the sole would come completely off. So there I was yesterday, walking through the mall after being in the gym, with the left one, flopping behind me like a flipper. So I took it off, and I'm one on and one off, walking through the mall to get to the exit for the car, put it back on to slide it so it didn't fall off mid-hopping. But anyway, she took them. They glued it and sewed it. Let me see if I can get you to see that. Can you see this little, like, the stitching they put in? Yeah, there. That stitching. And it looks fantastic. It looks, if you look closely, like right there. So it just, like that. So if it's on somebody's foot, you'd never know that it's been sewn. And I'm like, that is fantastic. She kept saying to me, let me get it sewn, let me get it sewn. I said, I'll glue it, because I didn't want them to mess it up. So they sewed both of them, glued and sewed both of them. How much do you think that costs? Have a guess. Dollars or, well, I'll tell you what, you guess and I'll tell you. So Jan paid 100 baht, which is £2.50. Yeah, £2.50, $3, maybe just over $3 for them to glue the shoes again and sew them by hand all the way around the outside. And they look fantastic. So I'm very grateful. But guess what I did last night? I'm not knowing that she was what she was doing. I went to Temu and found a pair of trainers and bought them. but luckily I got them pretty cheap. They're 450 baht, which would be about 10 pound, 50p, something like that for a pair of trainers. Pretty good, huh? So I have 2 pairs now, one on the way. I couldn't believe them. I was like, wow. Anyway, the other thing I've been on to is playing with my camera, my new camera, and fidgety, and trying to get it to work. So that's where I'm at the moment. The problem I had is this little ring that comes with, so I bought this bar online, and it comes with these rings. And the idea is supposed to be for, I think it's originally designed for lighting, so you have 2 different lights on it. You can put anything you want on it. But, so I bought this handle, and that screws on perfect, and it's nice and tight. But when you put the camera on, this little thing here is too long, so luckily I had already bought some of these. Right, so I put that on it, and it now holds it nice and flush, and it's nice and tight. And the way you can, this is part of the camera, so you can put your hand in like that and hold on to it, and or you can put it on this side with a little hole there and hold it this way like that. But either way, I can. So what I had to do to get this is the point, right? You had to buy this little adapter here, this little adapter, and take the door off. I didn't want to do that. So I tried to do it a different way without taking the door off. I couldn't get it to work. So I had to buy this adapter, 540 some baht. And then you plug the mic in, and it works straight away. So if I turn the camera on, and when I talk, you can see the little bar going across the top of the screen. See it? Hello? Across the top. Hello? So now I can have this mic on, so when I'm recording in the wind, you don't hear all the time. And it will work out perfect. The other good thing is, just turn this off. The other good thing, there's 2 inside the adapter. There's a audio mic for the, inside the adapter is an audio mic for the microphone. And at the bottom, there's a Type-C adapter. This there is a Type-C adapter. So you can plug a power pack into it, because this thing is, it's a crazy, for the size of it, what it can do is like Peanut said, it can do what 3 different cameras cost. 3 different cameras can do, but so each one of those cameras, for video, for stills, and for whatever the other one was, portraits or whatever he was talking about. Well, just say 2 cameras, one for video and one for stills. To get this kind of quality, 8K, or it's basically like a handheld computer that also takes pictures or video. It's got so many options in it, but it's really really battery hungry. So 3 batteries come with it, but I thought, if I have a power pack, it's really old. It's 880 milliamps, and I charged it from the camera was on 95 to 100%, used half of it. So I bought a new one, 20,000. It's a little bit heavy, but it's not big. It's just maybe it's the same size as a phone, but 2 or 3 times as thick. You know, it's got that 18650 3.7 volt batteries in it, and it's made by Ugreen. And I asked my AI friend, he said, he gave me a list of brands to buy because they have what they call something PD, which is safe power distribution. So it won't mess the camera up, and it'll charge this camera about 4 or 5 times from empty. So my aim is not to charge it from empty, but if you're in the middle of doing something, to change the battery, I have to take it all apart. But if I just plug a power pack into it, I can carry on. I was recording with video while it was plugged in, and it was the little lightning bolt came on and said charging. So charging while videoing. So I think I'm ready. I can start using it now. What do you think? Jan says she don't like it because of this big thing here. I'm like, well, that's okay. You don't have to like it. But I like it. The bars here, and this wire is going to be here, so it's harder to knock it. The other way, I've seen they have like a L-shaped bar. You can take this off and screw it in here, and it comes up and goes across. So it can sit on top, and then you just hold it like that. But then that means this is poking out into the air, which is knockable, so you can break it. You know what I mean? So right now it has a little bit of protection, so I might just leave it like that. It just makes it bigger, but especially with this big monster on. So if you're inside, you can take it all off, and you just have to unscrew it, pull that out, and take this off. But you'll get better quality sound with this. So, but outside, if you're worrying about the wind, which I think it's a clever idea. Is that all my news? I think. Oh, yesterday. So I want to apologize if anybody's offended that I made a video before the 24th. Yesterday was the 24th. Today's the 25th. Because I made a video for the 24th because I didn't know what I was going to do on the 24th. So I didn't want to have to rush home and try to edit the video and get it out on my birthday. So I did it a few days before. But then yesterday, on my birthday, I recorded a video which you'll be watching on the 25th, the real one. So if anybody's offended with that, sorry. But I just wanted to get a video out and not say something, otherwise people might get offended that I didn't say something. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. Anyway, I'm happy. I think I did the right choice. So yesterday I went training, and you see that already, where I felt dizzy. I really think, like, I feel it around here too. The temperature's low, but the humidity's high. So in there, I think there's a lot of people, not enough clean air. So the air's recirculating or something, but it felt like sticky, but no air. So I was on the treadmill and only going 5 kilometers an hour, 3 miles an hour. And I thought, something's going on. So I stopped the machine, got off, and when I got off, I felt, ooh. So I paused, went to train, felt good the whole time. I did chest, what I do, shoulders, chest, back, all machines. And tried to keep the form perfect. And at the end, tried to just like nip everything. And I can tell you right now, chest, all tight, and arms and back, everything's tight again, but no pulls. So that's over 24 hours ago. So when I wake up in the morning, it'll be full blast. So just have to walk around like, oh. But to be honest, I know many people say you shouldn't use stiffness as a gauge to how well you did, but I do, because I know how I feel. And I didn't pull anything. I did one exercise per muscle group, but what I did is I warmed up nice, like did two or three sets, and then the last one, just like for chest, like push it hard and squeeze each rep, squeeze. It's that squeezing that really gets it. Triceps, I don't feel my biceps at all yet, so maybe tomorrow morning. But I'm happy, very happy to be 69 years old, to be 100% fit and happy and content with everything. I just have to say I'm very grateful. So cannot and will not complain about. There's nothing to complain about. If I complain, you know, yeah, so I have nothing to complain about. Attitude of gratitude. Just, I think where I came from to where I am today, darkness to light. Sure. And to get here with a sound mind, which I keep talking about. You know, nobody taught me about investment, but I guess from the earliest days I can remember of making money by myself was taking people's garbage cans out for 50 cents a week, take it out and bring it back on trash day, and then my time in Philadelphia selling pretzels, I was about 10, 11, 12, something like that. Somehow, why did I do that? Is this the notion I did by myself? Went there, gave them $1, bought the pretzels, went and sold them for whatever I sold them for, and then went back, bought another $1's worth, put my profit in my pocket, did it about 3 or 4 times a day for, I don't know how many weeks I did that for. We stayed with my uncle for like 6 months, so I don't know how long we did it for. But you're not allowed to make noise, and you're not allowed to do this, and you're not allowed to do that in that house. So I think I was glad when we got out of there. We lived in the city, so I don't remember exactly where in the city, but it wasn't bad. You know, there was some gangs, kids and stuff, but I used to run around in this alleyways playing bottle tops with no shoes on and black. So there's one day I went to the shop with no shoes on and a bully bothered me. I said, wait there. Ran home, got my trainers on, and then beat him all the way down the road. And he never bothered me again. Amazing. I found out later he was a school bully. Not my school, I didn't go to school there. Anyway, look back now, I think, how did I get through all of that? Learn about investments, learn about spiritual. I guess the spiritual came because of the pain I lived through. That's a normal story in the spiritual life, spiritual world. Pain causes you to look. Investment come because I have no idea. But even though I've said this before, I know, because I remember people commenting on it, that I had people stealing, people I believe love me, steal from me, and lied to me, yet I'm still here, still walking. So I want to say one more thing. The river has gone down about 2 feet, and I checked this morning, and it's down far enough that I can take the lid off the drain, and there was so much leaves and stuff in there, but there's nothing I could do. You know, how do you get them out? So anyway, today it was about this far below the bottom lip. So I took the lid, I went down, walked around, took the lid off, didn't get wet this time, and rinsed it all off, took the pump out, rinsed it backwards and got a load of leaves out, and put all that away already. And then turned the pump on, got the big hose. It's like a inch internal diameter. I mean, just gushes out of there. And rinsed all the drains out all the way down, then rinsed the hole out straight through, clean, and it's already dry. So that's us safe till next year. We get to do it all over again. But I haven't been down to the dam for over a week, so I don't know what they're experiencing. I don't know how 2 feet's gonna, if it's 2 feet down, then that dam that they built might work again, and then they can close the 3 dams behind and pump it all out. So I don't think they'll pump that out in a day, but where the pumps are, they could probably pump it down, but where they're working is still going to be 2 meters below, so they'll have to move the pump and pump it all out, you know, up and to get it out, so it can dry and they can work again. But you know one thing, there's going to be, all the locals will be in there, because there'll be so many fish. There'll be fish everywhere, I'm sure. Okay guys, I'm going to sign off with the risk of being boring. I'm going to get off. I want to ask you a question though. Would you change this, risk this like this here, leave it alone, and hopefully you won't knock it off? Would you leave it like this, or put a bar? There's a bar, like a right angle thing that can come up to about here and go across, so it will be smaller. You don't have this, the microphone would be here, and you just have that risk. Or leave it like this to protect that. What do you think? What would you do? I'm feeling leave it like this, because this is protected, so you can't knock it easy. I mean, if you knock it, this thing falls off, you just push it back in the hole. It's just being held on by a, it's supposed to clip in, but I don't know if mine actually clipped. I kept rocking it, so I guess it's in. It's not going anywhere. Let me know what you think. So what's the word for today? What did we talk about the most? I guess I've talked about the camera, huh? Insta360 is the word for the day. If you're still here, I tell you what, every time I see a comment where you guys say whatever it is, I think, I laugh. Not to laugh, I just laugh inside myself. I think it's so cool the way we interact. Love it. Okay guys, buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. See you later. Have a wonder-filled evening or day, whatever's ahead of you. All the best.